Hello, everybody. Today is Sunday, 2nd of August, 2020. My name is Dayo Adenawa of Clear Vision Safety. My hashtag is hashtag blind safety guy, hashtag Clear Vision Safety. Please remember to like my video, subscribe to my channel, and of course, select to see notifications. So let's get started. So what am I trying to do today? It's a thought which occurred to me as I started to have a look at my Barbour EHS. So Barbour EHS is a website I've subscribed to. It's useful to me because I can quickly go to it and have a look for materials that's relevant to what I'm trying to do. As you know, because I'm blind, it's a bit more challenging for me, but I try to find my way around things. So I've got Barbour website up and running now. Hopefully you can see this. And what I'm trying to do, so I'm trying to put together a presentation somewhat related to COVID, but more specifically around DSE, display screen equipment. And what I want to be able to do with that is take into account colleagues or members of staff who would need to work from home. This is as lockdown is being lifted. So the original arrangements of maybe providing DSE equipment to staff at home or working, it was all on short notice. And now that we have a bit more awareness of what the situation is, we want to be able to think around a long-term plan and of course give more information to managers as they start to come back, so they're a bit more aware of their responsibilities. They know what they need to be doing. Staff a bit more appreciation of what DSA is and what they need to be looking out for. So I am now in the process of information collation effectively, which I now want to put together to run a short presentation via webinar to employees and managers. Just so, well, obviously in an organization, including schools, so that I can run them through that process of understanding what display screen equipment is, DSC, help them understand what the legislation says, what the law requires of employers, and of course what managers should then be doing. And I want to be able to do in as short a time as possible, just so that they get information they need over a webinar presentation pretty quick and easy. So I am now on the website, and I'm trying to, so I've got my JAWS screen reader in the background reading the screen to me. That assists me being that I'm visually impaired to get around the screen. So I'm now just listening out, sitting upright, as this is all about DSC. My workstation works for me nicely, I feel comfortable. Visited link search, navigation plan, heading level 2 search Barbour's search by bouncy castle edit. Escape virtual key search button plan, heading level 1 quick links, list of 8 items, 220, heading level 1 link new documents right word 0 separator, plan, Barbour link left parent 16 right parent, Ministry of Housing, communities of low popular on Barbour heading level 1 list of 3 items. So maybe on the wrong Barbour page, let me just have a look. Alt tab, meeting controls, Alt tab, Zoom, Alt tab, JAWS professional, Alt tab, homepage dash Barbour dash Google Chrome, list, heading level 1 popular on Barbour, list of 3 item 1. Link for an dash returning to work dash House of Commons briefing paper. Okay, so I'm just going to run my search again because it appears to have lost the page I'm on. So I'm going to start all over again. So on the Barbour web page, navigation link graphic bar list of 5 items, graphic Barbour dash logo, latest graphic nav dash explorer. There's something called nav dash explorer, NAV navigation explorer. So I'm going to select that. Hopefully that's going to open. Explore content. Graphic nav dash explorer. A few more options. Graphic nav dash explorer. Explore content. Graphic nav dash docs. My documents and Barbour legal registers. My document. Graphic nav dash docs. Explore content. Graphic nav dash docs. So I'm going to say to you, navigate documents. Enter.
Explore content. Graphic nav dash dot. My documents and Barbour legal reg. Graphic nav dash account. My account. Link help. List end. Visited link search. Navigation region end. Blank. Heading level 2 search Barbour's comprehensive library.
So it's not done what I expected it to do, so I'm going to try again.
Graphic Barbour dash logo. Latest. Graphic nav dash explorer.
Spacebar on that nav explorer.
Latest. Graphic nav dash explorer. Explore content. Graphic nav dash dots. Explore content.
Explore content.
Space. Graphic nav explore content. List of 5 items. Same page link explore content.
So that has worked. So it says same page link explore content.
Same page link types of content right word 0.
Types of content.
Same page link publishers right word 0.
Publishers.
Same page link topics right word 0.
Topics. I'm going to select topics. Okay.
Space navigation region. Same page link publishers right word 0. Same page link topics right word. Same page link countries and regions right word 0.
And it gives me option of top countries and regions.
Most popular topics.
And then it tells me about some most popular topics.
Separator. List of 8 items listed. Visited link COVID-19 health and safety policies and risk assessments right word 0.
So I would go straight into that one. COVID-19 health and safety policies and risk assessment. First aid. Long working. Making your. Sorry, I mispronounced it. That was home working, not long working. Making your workplace COVID secure. Reopening work premises. Respiratory protective equipment, that's RPE. And then loan working. Explore more. I am interested in the home working one. So I'm going to select that one and see what it comes up with. I'm mostly interested in presentations. So
link first aid right link home working right word 0. Link made in your workplace COVID-19. Link made in your workplace COVID. Link key documents. Topic landing page dash Barbour explore content clickable.
So it's gone to a landing page.
Graphic nav dash docs clickable. My document Barbour legal graphic nav my account link help. List end. Visited link search.
So I'm just checking to see what that draws up for me.
List of 5 items. Visited link home slash explore content slash visited link topic slash COVID slash home working. List end. Home working. List of 7 items. Link definition.
So I'm now in the home working one. It says definition.
Link technical guide.
These are the options of what I can find on that home working.
Link definition. Link technical guide.
Then it says technical guide.
Link director's briefing.
Director's briefing.
Link employee fact sheets.
Employee fact sheet.
Link model policies.
Model policies.
Link forms and checklists.
Forms and checklists.
Link key documents.
Key documents.
List end.
And that's it. It's not giving me what I'm interested in. I was looking for information around maybe a toolbox torch, but I've not got that here. I'm just going to see what other documents has been drawn up.
1. Current position heading level 1. 2. Legal requirements heading level 1.
Okay.
1. Current position blank. Heading level 1. Current position blank. The current COVID-19 pandemic has brought home working to the top of the agenda and highlighted the need for employees to be able to work from home. Where possible, in line with business continuity arrangements. This could well create a more permanent shift in behavior in normal times. Revised decision link work-life balance has become mechanical link employment as amended link the Jill parents or parents. This legislation does not receive link for work-life balance and 2. Legal requirements heading level 1 most of the regulations made under link health and safety at work, etc. Act 1974. Left parent HSW may right parent apply to home workers as well as to employees working in an employer's workplace. These include
so it reminds us that most of the legislations
link health and safety left parent link most of the regulations made under
most of the regulations on that health and safety at work act also applies to home working. So and that says the points or the regulations which apply includes management of health and safety at work regulations, health and safety display screen equipment, manual handling operations, provision and use of workplace equipment, control of substances hazardous to health. Okay.
Leaving menus, topic landing page dash Barbour. Left parent is amended, right parent. List end. Blank. Before allowing employees to work at home, all the hazards and associated risks must be considered.
So we've got to consider all the hazards and associated risks of home working.
Blank. Employers are responsible for an employee's health, safety, and welfare so far.
And then reminds us that an employer is responsible for an employee's health. But my interest is more around those that would be office working in the first place, so they clearly would already be working using a laptop or desktop. So what arrangements have been made so they can carry on working if necessary. So I'm going to go back to my search material.
1. Current position heading level 1. Rapid to bottoms. Link dangerous substances at 5. Key terms heading level 1.
Let's start again there.
Link graphic Barbour dash logo. 1. Current position heading level. Same page link related documents. Same page link key terms.
Key terms.
Same page link key actions.
Key actions.
Same page link information.
Information.
Same page link legal requirements.
Legal requirements.
Same page link current position. Link graphic download. Link key documents. Link forms and checklists. Link model policies. Link employee fact sheets. Link director's briefing.
So I think I'm going to go into the employee fact sheets because this is more about what I'd like to present to employees. So I'm going to go into employee fact sheets. So I'll select
link director, link employee fact sheet
that option. That's the way it throws up.
Link directors, link employee fact sheet, link model policy, link forms and check link key documents end. Created by Barbour. Publisher colon, link bar. Link graphic download. Heading level 5 home working. 2020 button. Publisher colon, link bar. Link graphic download. Heading level 5 home working. 2020 button. Publisher colon, link bar. Link graphic download. Heading level 5 remote and mobile workers.
So it says
heading level 5 remote and mobile workers.
Heading 5 remote and
heading level 5 remote and mobile workers.
And mobile workers. I'm quite interested in that as well.
2020 button.
2020, so recently done.
Copyright, separator, link privacy statement.
So it looks like that's all there is in terms of documents. I'm going to go download it.
2020 button, 2020 button, rapid to bottom, 2020 button. Remote and mobile workers heading level 5. Link graphic download. Link bar. Link graphic download.
So I've now selected download. I need to always remember to look towards the screen. I tend to be guided by my ears, and I tend to turn my ears towards the speakers. But I always need to remember to turn towards the screen.
Rotate clockwise button. /2. 1. Edit.
So there's only 2 pages of this document.
Page number. Download document. Download page number.
So I'm now going to select download.
Rotate clockwise button. Download button. Space.
So that's working away. So it now says to me I can save it. So I was turning away again there. So I'm going to write remote and home working. And I'll get rid of that download.
Period.
And I'll decide where to save it. So I've got a document I've created called September to March 2020 DA training document. So I've opened that and I'm going to save it in there.
Tab, save as dialog, explorer name, folder layout page, shell folder view items, view list box, header, names, tab, file name, full tab, save as type, folder tab, toolbar, tab, save button to activate, enter.
So that's saved.
Download complete, active, presenter, underline.
So the download is complete.
Rotate clockwise button.
And I'm going to come out of that screen.
Download page number.
So the way I close it is just by selecting Windows W. Have I done that right, actually?
Download doc, page number.
Sorry, I did that wrong. Is it Control W?
Control W, download link graphic, visited link graphic, heading level 5 remote and mobile workers.
So I think that's a document of remote and
heading level 5 remote and mobile workers, copyright,
mobile workers.
Visited link graphic, download, link bar, publisher colon, 2020 button, heading level 5 lone working.
There's something else called lone working.
L-O-N-E.
That's going to be useful to have a read over as well. So all this is so to help with the presentation I want to design. So it's going to have some elements of remote and mobile working, because not everybody that cannot work from the office can actually work from home, because we need to think about their home situations as well. You know, they might live in a flat share, maybe have a small house, live in a flat with their kids. Their partner might also need to use their home as a work environment. It may just not be suitable for every reason, or they just simply do not have a suitable enough workstation, so they may need to go work from a different safe location remotely to their place of work. So I want to be able to capture as many different scenarios as possible. So that's why I'm looking for as much information as possible. So I've at least collected a bit of information on remote and home mobile working, and there's all this other material here on lone working. And the reason I want to download something on lone working, meaning a person working solo by themselves, there are associated risks as well. And that cuts across physical issues, i.e. workstation, and the potential issues that may come as a result, but then also the mental health considerations as well. So that's why I'd like to explore that document to see if it tells me enough from that perspective. So if you bear with me a moment, I will now go download that document. But I'm not going to be reading it with you present or you listening, just so you know what I've got to download. So far, I've downloaded from Barbour EHS online subscription service. I've downloaded one of their publications on DSE, display screen equipment. That's in the context of COVID-19. I've downloaded material on remote and mobile working. I'm now about to download one on lone working. So those three potentially will be sufficient because I want it to be as short presentation as possible, nothing more than 10-page slides long, just so I can cover everything. But a lot of my, trying to make my presentation activity based. So that's something I need to make sure I try on Microsoft Teams as well. So that's the platform I use for my online presentations or webinars. And what I want to be able to do is see if I can actually have breakout sessions in the presentation, so my delegates or managers or staff go away in groups of 3, 4, however many, to have a conversation about the topic, and they come back into the main group and give me their findings. So I want to try and make it as realistic for them as possible, as you would if you were in a face-to-face scenario. So I'm just scrolling up now to this download for the lone working one.
Link graphic download. Link bar. Publisher colon. Link bar. Link graphic download. Space D.
I've now selected download.
Google Chrome. Zoom 100%.
So it's now brought me to the download screen, and I'll select download button. Actually, I want to check how many pages there are.
Page number edit 1/2.
So there are only 2 pages again, so I'm going to get past that, through that very easily and quickly. As I said, I only want about 10 slides, so I don't want to have to work with too much information. So that works for me perfectly. Just 2 pages. So download.
Save as dialog. File name folder edit combo. Download.d. D.
So it's now LONEWORKING.
Space D. O-L-O-A-D-D-O-C. Space G. Space C. Period.
So let's select.
Shift tab. Shell folder view. Shift tab. Active present array underline user manual under. Shift tab 2. Desktop closed. 2 of 8. To move through or expand items, use the arrow keys. Enter. Tab. Shell folder view. iPhone. S. Active present array underline user S. September to March training ZDA August 2020.
So I had previously created a folder called September.
Active present array September to March training ZDA August
To
2020.
March training folder. Let me just listen to that again.
Active present September to March training ZDA August 2020.
Oh, sorry. September to March training set. So I'm now going to open that folder. Save it in there. I've now saved. I don't want to do that.
Space download dash Google Chrome. Save as dialog. Save button to activate. Press space bar. Alt plus S. Shift tab. Toolbar line. Shift tab. Save as type colon combo box. Adobe Acrobat. Shift tab. File name colon edit combo. Active present array underline user.
So it looks like somewhere along the name I've changed the name. So I'm going to make sure I write lone working again. ONEWORKING.
Underline. USERMANUAL. Underline. EN. Period. P.
Okay, let's go back and check that I'm focused on the right folder.
Shift tab. Shell folder view. Items view list box. Header. Name split button. Shift tab. Active present array underline user manual underline end.pdf. Shift tab. Control host. Desktop closed. To move through or expand items, use the arrow keys. 3D object, desktop, code, 3, 2, documents, closed, 3 of 8. S1, September to March training set DA August 20.
So September to March training set.
Tab, shelf overview, items, new list, tab, header, name, split button, tab, file name, code, edit, combo, log working.pdf.
So log working PDF.
Tab, toolbar, tab, save button, enter.
Save it.
Download complete, log working.
So download is complete. So I'm going to now come out of this download box. So Control W.
Control W, download link graphic.
So that closes that.
Heading level 5, log working. Visited link graphic, download blank. Visited link graphic, download blank. Heading level 5, remote and mobile workers. Blank. Visited link graphic, download.
I'm going to resave that remote and mobile workers because I may have saved it with the wrong name earlier. So I'm going to go back and do that again.
Save as dialog. File name, colon, edit, combo, download doc.pdf to set the value. Use the arrow keys or type the value. Alt plus N. Top, D. Bottom, F, D, period. Space, C, space. Selected, download doc, space.
So now I'm going to write remote,
A-N-D,
mobile workers,
MOBILEWORKERS, space, period.
Make sure I save in the right place.
Shift tab, shell fold, shift tab, active present or underline user, shift tab, 2, desktop closed, 2 of 8, to move through or expand items, use the 2, documents, closed, S1, September to March training set.
So my September to March training set.
Enter. Tab, shell folder, tab, header, name, split button, tab, file name, tab, save as type, colon, tab, toolbar, tab, save button to activate, enter.
And save it.
Download, complete folder,
Okay, so that is done. So I'm going to close that folder. So at some point, I am going to come out. I've got a number of training that I need to deliver. So just general risk assessments, just so that managers who need to do risk assessments of for the members of staff having a basic enough understanding of what they need to be doing. So that will be coming. So I'll do that recording as well. And when I actually get to write the material, I may develop the presentation material, I may actually share that process with you as well. Well, thank you very much in the meantime for your listening here. So please remember to like my video, remember to subscribe, and also select to receive notifications. So thank you very much. And I suspect that I have already stopped.